Welcome to Cooktop Vibes. Street food is where flavor meets excitement. And in this video, we reveal the top 10 street foods you need to try. Get ready for bold spices, sizzling sounds, and unforgettable tastes. Shawarma or doner is a true legend of street food. A large piece of marinated meat slowly rotates on a vertical grill, absorbing the aroma of spices and juice. When the knife cuts thin layers, you can hear a characteristic sizzle and juicy pieces fall onto a tray. Then the magic of assembly begins. Fresh pita bread or pita, crispy vegetables, tender meat, and a generous spoonful of sauce. Each ingredient balances the taste. Cabbage adds crunch, sauce brings spiciness or sourness, and meat remains the main character. Street masters prepare shawarma so quickly that it seems like a practiced ritual. And it is the combination of speed, aroma, and satiety that has made this dish a favorite all over the world. Fried calamari is a classic among seafood snacks. The squid rings are dipped in a light breading or batter, then fried in hot oil. The sizzle, golden color, and subtle aroma of the sea fill the air. A crispy crust forms on the outside, while the meat remains tender and juicy inside. It's the perfect contrast of textures that makes this dish so popular. Serve the squid with lemon, which adds a fresh sourness, or with aioli sauce to emphasize the delicacy of the taste. In a street format, they can be found in markets and coastal cafes, where they are prepared right in front of the guests. This simple but effective dish proves that the best often consists of just a few ingredients. Fish on skewers is a dish that always gathers lines at street grills. Fresh fish is cut into pieces, marinated in a mixture of oil, lemon, and spices, and then strung on skewers. On a hot grill, a characteristic sizzle is heard, the aroma of smoke mixes with spices, and the pieces are covered with a caramelized crust. Inside, the meat remains tender and juicy, which makes this dish extremely attractive. Often, fish skewers are served with sauce or fresh vegetables, creating a light and healthy dish. This is a simple but spectacular way of cooking, which always looks appetizing in the frame and does not require complex techniques. Shrimp tempura is an example of how simplicity turns into culinary art. The secret is in the batter. It must be cold and light so that a crispy, almost airy crust forms during frying. The shrimp are dipped in this batter and quickly lowered into boiling oil. The sizzle, light golden color, and pleasant aroma immediately create an appetite. Tempura is served with soy sauce or a special dip, which combines salty, sweet, and sour notes. Street vendors prepare it right in front of guests, and the speed and spectacle of the process only add interest. This is a dish that is loved for its lightness, crunchiness, and unique character. Samosa is a small triangular envelope that hides a whole world of flavors. The dough is rolled out thinly, filled with a mixture of potatoes, peas, onions, or meat seasoned with spices, and carefully wrapped in a mold. Then samosas are fried in hot oil, and they become golden and crispy. Inside is a soft, spicy filling that contrasts with the thin crust. Street vendors usually offer samosas with a variety of sauces: sweet chutney, yogurt dip, or spicy chili sauce. It is a dish that is convenient to eat on the go, which is why it is so popular in street food. Pho is a soup that has gained popularity due to its unique balance. Its base is a fragrant broth that is cooked for several hours with bones, spices, and herbs. Rice noodles, fresh herbs, lime, and thin slices of meat are placed on a plate. Hot broth is poured on top, cooking the meat just as it is being served. Anyone can add chili, soy sauce, or sprouted beans in our kstad, and the dish changes its character. Pho is not just a soup, but a symbol of street cuisine. Hearty, fragrant, light, and at the same time, rich. Churros are a sweet classic that is prepared right on the streets. The dough is pressed into hot oil in long strips, and it instantly turns into golden sticks. Then, they are generously sprinkled with sugar or cinnamon and served with thick hot chocolate. When you dip the churros into a cup of chocolate, they absorb it, creating the perfect balance of crunch and delicate sweetness. Street vendors often cook them right in front of the eyes of customers, and the process itself looks fascinating, from the moment the dough hits the oil to the final touch of serving. Currywurst is a German classic that appeared as a quick snack, but became an icon of street food. It is a fried sausage, cut into pieces and generously poured with a thick sauce. The base of the sauce is ketchup with the addition of curry powder, which creates a spicy and aromatic taste. The dish is usually served with French fries or a piece of bread. On the streets of Berlin and other cities, it is prepared in huge quantities, and the aroma of freshly baked sausages with spices can be felt from afar. Khachapuri is a dish that always impresses with its appearance. It is a boat made of dough, inside of which there is a lot of cheese. When it comes out of the oven, a piece of butter and a raw egg are placed in the center. The yolk spreads, mixes with the cheese and butter, creating a thick, viscous filling. It is customary to eat khachapuri with your hands. You break off a piece of dough and dip it into the warm mixture. The process itself turns into a small ritual. Vada Pav is a real street burger, but instead of a meat patty, it is a potato ball seasoned with spices. The ball is wrapped in dough and deep fried until golden brown. Then, it is placed in a soft bun along with hot sauce and green chili. The bite of Vada Pav is a combination of the softness of potatoes, crispy crust, and bright spiciness of spices. This is one of the most affordable dishes on the streets of India, eaten by students, workers, and tourists alike. It symbolizes simple but rich street cuisine, which gives energy and a charge of taste even on the most hectic day. You've just seen 10 incredible street foods that prove the best dishes are found on the go. If you enjoyed this countdown, hit subscribe and stay tuned for more food adventures on Cooktop Vibes.